Greetings, toy heads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams. And today we are taking a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends series, Captain America Civil War, Infinity Saga, Iron Man Mark 46. Whew, that's a lot. I was at Walmart this past weekend, and I picked up this. I saw this, and I saw this. And I've been contemplating picking them up. Like I've said before, I normally don't deal too much in MCU stuff. I try to stick with the comic book stuff, but I thought, how fun would it be to have an entire Avengers assembled, no pun intended, of just the MCU Avengers. And so I'd pick and choose which ones that I'd like, and I really liked this and the Dark World Thor. So let's have a look here. First off, we've got the windowed packaging, Marvel Studios, Captain America Civil War, Marvel Legends series there. On the top, we have the same Civil War, Iron Man Mark 46. Down here, you can see Iron Man and all his Tony Starkiness. Marvel Studios, the Infinity Saga, Iron Man Mark 46. Hasbro 4+, warning choking hazard. Don't put Iron Man in your mouth because he's sharp. Avengers logo there. On the side, we have a little collage from the Infinity Saga of the characters from the movie. Same on this side. On the back here, we've got a little multilingual, I guess that's, multilingual blurb about the Civil War. Got that shot there of Iron Man and Captain America face to face there. Jibbery jabbery legal jargon across the board, ages 0 to 3, you know what that means. If your child is not born yet, they shouldn't play with these toys. That's right, you're welcome. Marvel, Hasbro, and on the bottom here, more jibbery jabbery legal jargon, Houses of Klingon, and barcode. Let's get him out of the box, let's get him on the pedestal, and we'll have ourselves a look. All right, here we've got him on the pedestal. Let's have a look at the accessories. First off, we have, does come with two different heads. We have the masked head by default on there. And then we have this Tony Stark unmasked head, Robert Downey Jr. And I must say, that's a really good likeness. That is an incredible face print. They have done a fantastic job with this. This looks really, really good. The paint job, the eyes, the little beard, the little goatee that he's got, that he's always rocking, looks amazing. They did a great job with the hair sculpt. It does seem like it's a bit brown, but I guess his hair did kind of go from black to brown in that. Yeah, in the Civil War, I guess that does sort of look like that does sort of look like, but the little that little nuance there of that's light colored beard, goatee, whatever you want to call that he's got, they did a really good job. I mean, that looks like RDJ right there. And then we've got two sets of hands. We have the splayed out blast hands on him by default, and then it also came with a pair of fisted hands here, as you see. In that Iron Man, not as bright red on this one, more of a blood red color, and the gold, they kind of went a little bit lighter, so it wasn't as flashy. I think I like this one really the best. This is probably my favorite Iron Man suit, is the Mark 46 that was in Civil War. But we've got two fisted hands, and they are hinged in and out, as you can see there. And then we also got two of those classic soft, translucent, rubbery blast effects, those classic Marvel Legends blast effects that we've seen time and time again in a very bright blue. Probably should be a little brighter, I feel like this should be a lot more of a lighter blue color, but they'll suffice. And then here we've got Iron Man Tony Stark Mark 46. Let's grab the ruler and measure him up. He stands at approximately about basically to the top of his helmet, 6.5 inches tall. So that works. Looking at the sculpt, this is incredible. This has got a lot going on. They did a very good job. That the red plastic that they used here is that really shiny sort of metallic looking plastic. I think they did a really good job with it. The gold is a little bit more matte on there. It doesn't stand out as much as the red, but the contrast between the two really makes it pop. And then you have those little silver nuances there throughout the armor system. You got the little arc reactor right in there that you can see. Doesn't show up very well on camera, but that is a very light blue, which really should be the blue that this should be. Yeah, it's just you got that sort of candy color red, the gold, and that little bit of silver here and there hidden without or hidden throughout the body without. You've got that same blue, whitish blue in the eyes on the mask there, just there and there. I like how the arc reactor on this one is sort of hidden down within that top of that chest piece armor. Looks really, really good. I think this is one of the best Iron Mans that they've made for the MCU. And I've looked through a lot of them. That original one, you know, the what would be the Mark II, I guess. Looks pretty good after he got it painted. They had it as well. They had the silver version of the Mark II or Mark I. No, Mark II. And it looks pretty good, but I really do like this one. Let's take a look at articulation. We've got the static neck with the ball joint hinge up there at the top, giving us full rotation on the neck. Super, super down. And super, super up, because you would that popped off. Which you would expect with this type of figure, because you want that flight pose up right there. So yeah, you've got pretty good down, pretty good up. Not a whole lot of tilt on there, but that's to be expected with that type of neck. On the shoulders, we've got full rotation on the shoulders. The pauldrons are attached there, so you don't get a whole lot of up on that type of arm. They should have probably used that I-ring or the O-ring going underneath the arm into the body on that. But, you know, not a deal breaker. Not really. Do have a bicep swivel and a double elbow going right to there where that catches on the bicep, down to the wrists where we have a wrist swivel and then an in and out on the wrists there. Got that hole in the palm for the blast effects. Going down to the mid torso where we have a ball joint, giving us a little bit of ab crunch. Pretty good back, actually, not a whole lot of forward. No waist swivel there. That's kind of a downer. Legs out to right about out to there. That's about as far as you're getting on there. We don't have a thigh swivel, but you do have that well, I guess it technically is a thigh swivel, but you got that ball joint right in there underneath that upper leg arm or upper leg piece, upper leg arm. I've got a double knee going back to there where that catches, and then these joints are very, very smooth too, I might add. Down to a detents on the feet and a forward rocker on the feet. Let's get his blast effects in his hands there. See, those just plug in just like they do with just about at any character that has those. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, he looks pretty good. Let's get him off the pedestal. We'll line him up with some other characters and we'll see how he scales up. And here we have him with the Medico Mafex Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Imperial Stormtrooper version 2, the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Crimson Bat, and the Mattel DC Universe Classics Cyborg. All in all, I'm pretty pleased with him. There are some things on it that I would have done a little bit better. I would have made it just adjusted a little bit of articulation there, like with the shoulder pads on the pauldrons and the thigh. There really should be a waist swivel and a better thigh swivel on there. But I get why they did the thigh swivel, because they didn't want to unalign those upper parts of the leg. But for all intents and purposes, you know, and shelf presence, he's really good. I'm going to give him a... I'll be kind. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I'd give it higher had it had the shoulders let you raise the arms a little bit more, and you had a little bit more articulation on the thighs and a waist swivel. But he looks really good. It's the MCU Iron Man. It's shiny. It looks like a brand new car. So yeah, not really too many deal breakers in there. It's going to look nice on the shelf. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, isn't it? So that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of my channel. You all have yourselves a great week and a great day. I'll see you next time. And until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.